What up, y'all? It's your boy, One Sir Grove. This is episode 109. That's 109. This is the 109th episode of Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide. Tonight's topic, or this evening, or this afternoon, wherever you are in the world, because I don't know what time it is where you be at in the world. Could be somewhere, daylight or nighttime, somewhere in between, man. I don't know. But, man, thank you for tuning in. God bless you. If you're a fan of this show, man, we certainly, sincerely, genuinely appreciate your support. So check game, man. Tonight's topic, or this evening's topic, or today's topic, the topic of this particular podcast is Tekashi69. It's just got to be discussed, man. And some people, I've noticed some people, some YouTubers, some social media commentators, they have some of them, a handful, they have tried to stay away from the Tekashi69 subject, but they can't. They haven't been able to, man. They said that they're not going to say much, but then here they are saying a lot, or some. Because, man, Tekashi69 was indicted by the feds just some hours ago. Now, this is today, just for specificity here, everyone, ought to know the historic, record of time here. It's 20 November, Tuesday, and I'm in the East, so it's 6:16 p.m. on Tuesday. And the thing about Tekashi being indicted by the feds, man, I'm just going to say outright, I think it's all a fucking sham. I do. I think, man, that if you're familiar with Boardwalk Empire, if you're familiar with the show Deadwood, if you're familiar with Gangs of New York, if you're familiar the movie, if you're familiar, especially, man, Boardwalk Empire, that just shows mass fucking corruption. If you're familiar with any of those timepieces, in other words, those productions that depict and show a certain time period and era in U.S. history where there was mass corruption within government, I'm not saying that I don't have faith in our U.S. government. I'm saying that there are a lot of jealous lawyers, attorneys who make shit money, believe it or not. And hey, man, everyone has their own particular financial situation. Not everyone's a highly paid lawyer. Not everyone's a highly paid attorney. Some attorneys, man, they file $1 a year because they actually took a loss for the year. They actually lost money over the year. So IRS schedule, tax-wise, they take a loss, man, because, costs money to fucking rent a commercial space to practice law. And then you have overhead and logistics and all of the things that go with that, all of the activities that go with that. And that equates to and amounts to a shitload of fucking money depending on where someone is practicing law. So not all attorneys are making money, man, even though they put on a fucking suit and tie. And, they're trying to make money. They're giving the impression that they are. So some people don't understand that. Some people, man, who don't understand how business works, they just assume that anyone in a suit and a tie who's putting on, a show, right, is getting fucking paid, right? They might even have some clients, Doesn't mean that after they pay for all of their expenses, after they've had those clients, that they're actually getting money at the end of the year or the quarter, right? So that's a reality. So here's where I'm going with that. Tekashi69, he has dough. He has fucking cash. He has a shitload of money. He's 10 for 10. He's been a Billboard chart topper. He's been in videos with Nicki Minaj. That's top flight shit, man. And he's a fucking superstar, whether people like it or they don't. My observation of the current state of affairs in terms of Tekashi69, I've been following Tekashi69 since almost day one because I'm a fan and I like his style and I like what he does. I like how he presents himself with the shock jock persona that he exudes, and the fact that he doesn't fucking back down, man. He just really fucking doesn't. And then you have a lot of hypocritical gangsters, niggas that, purport to be gangsters and shit. They want to berate him, man. They want to belittle him. And they want to say shit like, fuck him, he's a bitch, he ain't authentic, he ain't bona fide, he ain't certified in the game, he ain't a real gangster. And these niggas don't even know who the fuck he is. Like, they think because he's doing this thing with the rainbow hair, they think that they got this dude figured out. Like, they fucking know who he is until they find out from the feds themselves that Tekashi, man, is purported to have been calling shots, man, and having niggas blasted on. And not only that, shooting niggas himself or at niggas or a combination thereof. You see, man, the thing that really gets me about niggas who claim to be fucking real gangsters, who want to talk shit about Tekashi69, it's almost like they're fucking stupid. And it's almost like they can't separate this show that's being put on for more money than their whole gang set's worth. Okay? They don't understand that this dude is connected to niggas with tens of millions, potentially hundreds of millions of dollars, and that they made millions of dollars before Tekashi was even fucking rapping. Even to this day, motherfuckers who are listening to my podcast right now, they might not even know that until I just explain that to them, until I just conveyed that information. They don't realize, man, because they don't have the intel like I do. Tekashi and them had millions of dollars before Tekashi was even in the rap game. They already had millions of dollars. Dude, they already had it. You didn't know that? Huh. There's a lot of shit about Tekashi69 that you probably don't fucking know if you didn't know that his gang set had millions of dollars. There are dudes in his gang that had millions of dollars in the bank before Tekashi was rapping. They just figured out, man, that if they had Tekashi out front and center doing this media presentation with the rainbow hair, that they could make even fucking more money. You see, Tekashi was playing the role of being on the streets, you know? And basically, I'm not saying glorifying, but bringing into that equation some aspects of his earlier life when he had been poor at some point. So he would wear the ripped up jeans and he would show the, himself characterized as someone that's just kind of slumming around, scum gang in the streets and shit. But keep in mind, these dudes were millionaires at that point. They had fucking millions of dollars at that point. And then the other thing is that who the fuck are you to say, like, especially knowing what I know about gang culture and gangs and mobs and organizations of that nature, being a highly educated dude like I am, and knowing the shit that I fucking know, how you gonna how you gonna be all up on YouTube, man? Because I've been on the streets, man. I've been on the fucking streets and in universities, classrooms. I went from the streets to the fucking universities, okay? Because I'm about my shit. So, man, and I'm a businessman, and I'm a defense contractor. So I've worked in defense, and I still fucking do. And I own a business enterprise in media. I fucks with digital media. I do podcasts. I do authoring of books. I've authored a new book. And I'm published, man, for the fucking shit that I do. So I've been around a lot of circles, man, and I'm very well traveled, and I'm not a millennial. I'm not a little kid, man. I'm a Gen Xer. I grew up, man, on the West Coast, in gang-ridden neighborhoods. I've lived in the Midwest, in Chicago, and I've been in, around, out, and through gang-plagued, gang-ridden neighborhoods, and I've been in the East, man. So, yo, the reality is, how the fuck you just gonna get up on YouTube and be pretentious and say some condescending shit like Tekashi69, he ain't a real fucking gang member? Sounds to me like he is, man. Seems to me as if he always has been. It seems to me as if his gang got more money than a lot of gangs, and it sounds like he ain't low on the totem pole either. It sounds like despite whatever he's broadcasting your way and showing you with mastery of illusion, master of illusion type shit, it seems to me like not only is he calling some shots somewhere, but he's also letting off shots in the streets with fucking automatic pistols and shit, unbeknownst to niggas that run their fucking stupid pretentious mouths. And they think that Tekashi69 is just a fucking clown and a clown jester. Hey, man, this kid, man, seems to be a little bit more ahead of the curve than some of y'all stupid, ridiculous absurd motherfuckers let on and admitted to. This kid, man, it looks like he ain't a sucker, man. And he and his crew, they've been had a good hold on a good fucking portion of New York, man. I'm talking Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx, and other parts of NYC, man. Like these dudes, like these dudes in New York State is what I mean, including NYC, man, including but not limited to NYC. And I've seen the federal indictment. I've read through it with the fine-tooth comb. And with the feds, man, Homeland Security, U.S. Intelligence Agency, man, bro, fucking ATF, man, FBI, other agencies, secret motherfuckers and shit that have niggas wiretapped and shit, bro. I don't think Tekashi69 was ever a sucker. I mean, when you come out, man, in California and you just assert 6ix9ine's a punk and you've never met the dude and you don't know who the fuck he is, I mean, man, and it turns out that you were wrong the whole time. I mean, you taunting the dude, you talking mad fucking brazy shit up on the internet, talking about he's a punk and he's weak and he's a joke and he ain't real. Man, I think you're wrong, dude. I think, man, your intel is fucking ultra faulty. And I think that, and I know that if you're that fucking stupid to be so mind pimped and distracted into believing that this dude that's rapping on TV with like clown color rainbow fucking bright hair and shit, man, My Little Pony shit, that dude had all of y'all niggas fooled. Because that dude apparently ain't a fucking chump. Like, he ain't whack, he ain't scared, he ain't weak, and he's not a bitch, and never fucking was. I mean, man, keep in mind, this kid grew up in some of the most deplorable conditions, man. This kid is a fucking survivor. His mother gave him shoes out of a dumpster that she found for him because she loved her son, and they didn't have money. That's how pissed fucking pot poor broke they were. And as it turned out, those shoes, he was laughed at the next day and ridiculed because those shoes, as it turns out, were one of his classmates' shoes where his parents, his mom or dad or someone in the household had thrown out that kid's shoes the day, like some days before or the day before. And Tekashi 6ix9ine's mom, Daniel's mom, she salvaged them from the dumpster, man, because in her mind, her son needed shoes for school, and she just couldn't fucking afford them, man. And her son needed to go to school. And then you niggas are going to talk shit about someone who grew up in fucked up conditions like that, man? You have no idea what Tekashi69ine's end goal was, man, and is. He's been trying to do good shit for the neighborhood, man, you know? And you don't know what his status is in the gang, like, unless you're part of his gang and his organization and his network and his mob and his La Familia, man. His fam, his familia. You have no fucking idea, man. Maybe he knew that the shit was wrong that he was doing since he was a kid as a survivor in the streets, and he was ultimately trying to do some good shit for society, man. You have no idea. Man, you have no fucking idea. This kid's got millions of dollars. Man, he could be fucking CIA for all you know. You have no fucking clue, man. When somebody has millions of dollars like that, and they're as brilliant as they are to do all the shit that he's been doing, beating these niggas in the game, like faking these niggas out on such fucking ultra cold levels, you have no idea what's fucking real and what's not at this point. How much of this shit is stage-opped up. You have no idea how much of this shit is orchestrated by the fucking, potentially the U.S. intelligence community. You don't fucking know. Man, what I know is Tekashi69, based on the evidence that I've seen, this nigga is armed to the fucking teeth, first of all. He's fucking fully armed with weapons, bro. Like, not fucking little boy, fake boy shit. He ain't on some fuckboy shit. Other thing I know from empirical data and evidence is that his gang is fucked. Dude, they've been running part of the state of New York, according to the allegations. Okay? 3, they're not stupid. They have some of the best fucking security in the world. Tekashi does and has. Okay? So, you, the audience, And those in the audience who have been fucking talking shit or were talking shit, because I've also seen where people have dialed back on talking shit about 6ix9ine when they figured out these things about him. Like, wait a second, maybe this dude has fooled us all, man, and he's not as stupid as we kind of sort of thought he was, or we thought he was, or we were beginning to think that he was. Nah, dude, nah. This dude, according to the feds, man, he's been playing the role that he's like maybe a little timid, or maybe a little shy, or maybe a little clownish, or, you know, maybe a little suckerish. But the whole time, it's a masterful fucking act, and has been the whole time. And this dude's been squeezing triggers on motherfuckers, though. With gangsters. Okay? Like, in between video shoots and shit, bro. And calling shots on niggas. Wow. Fucking wow. But you know what, man? I always assumed that was the case anyway. Because I was never a dude. I mean, look. I'm not saying I assumed that it was the case that he was committing crimes. I assumed it's the case that he's a real gangster. And that whatever he's actually been doing, whether it's actual crime or just some other shit or a combination thereof, I've just assumed that the whole time, man, he's been gangster about it, and that none of it's fake, man. None of it's been fake. To the contrary of what some motherfuckers were trying to portray him as being. I knew the dude was legit since day one. Because, man, you can't have that many dudes in the streets doing videos like he has been, or all them cats armed up and strapped up like that. And when you listen to the lyrics and you listen to what they're talking, man, listen to the song 9-3. That's my favorite song by Tekashi69, man. 9-3. When I heard that track 9-3, being the dude that I am, I knew that shit was straight Lee fucking jit. And some of y'all niggas don't even know that song exists. If you type Tekashi69, put that shit in your ride and just roll, man, and take a listen to it, man. And then everything you know about what the feds are talking about right now, ask yourselves, man, is this kid as soft as we fucking thought he was? Or is this dude a stone cold fucking operator? Hey, man, that song 9-3, it explained it all to me. I knew this shit a long time ago, man. And a lot of y'all niggas, you gonna have to admit, in hindsight and in retrospect, my analysis has been spot on the whole fucking time. You can continue to do your videos on YouTube where you go back and you look at the shit that you were saying about Tekashi69. You can go back and you can assess and evaluate and reassess and reevaluate all the shit people have been talking about. And then look at the stuff that I've been talking about the whole time, man. I kept it under 20 minutes, man. Yeah. I've been spot on to a T, accurate the whole time, man, that I've been giving y'all my view. I've been providing y'all my opinion on the subject of Tekashi69. Notice how I never ever in the entire time space of the phenomenon of Tekashi69, notice I've never said anything bad about dude, derogatory about dude. And notice how I've always been very confident about everything that I've said about him since day one. Notice that. And notice that I'm an artist myself, and I don't chase clout. Notice that as well. Notice that I've just been really fucking superb with respect to my analysis of Tekashi69. And that I've never been on the fence about my support for his music and artistry. Notice that. Go back and listen to everything that I've ever said on my podcast, on Reverb Nation, on any type of broadcast I've ever disseminated to the public, to my audience. I've never been on the fence about Tekashi69. I've never said, I don't know, man. It's kind of iffy, and I kind of feel this way, and I kind of feel this way, and it's kind of like, I don't know, but we'll give the guy a chance. Nah, dude, I've never said any stupid shit like that. I've always known, dude, that Tekashi69 was a writer since day one. I always knew that the shit that he was saying, that there were stupid motherfuckers in different parts of the country who don't do due diligence and who fucking have no clue, and they'll say some stupid shit about a nigga and have no idea who the fuck a nigga really is behind the scenes. I'm your boy, One Sir Grove.